one of the common things we notice when we sit and meditate for prolonged periods is like you're stepping out of the thought stream and the volume of thoughts going by is surprising. But even when we do that, we still feel like we have some kind of orientation, like we're orienting to watching thoughts, or we're orienting to the retreat, or we're orienting to our intention coming into the retreat. But as retreat inevitably does to us, it takes even that away, that sense of like how to orient. And that can be, well, by nature disorienting, but uncomfortable for sure. And it can feel very strange and even dysphoric and like you're grasping but don't know what to grasp for, or you want to grasp but don't know how to grasp. And it's often, but not always, a somewhat heady experience. Like you can see it in the thought space. One thing that can be helpful is to just notice the background impression, and often just the way someone asks the question, it's kind of implicit in the question. So for instance, or belief, background belief. For instance, the way you ask the question, like I don't know what to orient to, the underlying belief there is that I have to orient to something. I don't know where to put my attention. And one thing that can be helpful is just to notice, oh, okay, there's a belief here that says I have to put my attention somewhere. Or it may be saying, if I don't put my attention somewhere, then that's a problem. There's a problem if I don't know where to put my attention. Sometimes just seeing that, just sitting with that belief and just going, oh, okay, I have a belief that says I have to know what to do with my attention right now. And really just holding that belief as one single thought and just seeing what that does. And sometimes it sort of centers you on that belief and centers you in that space of like, oh, unknowing is okay. Non-orienting is okay. It has a sort of stability to it, actually, paradoxically. So that's something to explore, to work with just when you're sitting. Do I have a belief here that says I have to know where to put my attention? And that if I don't know where to put my attention in the moment, that's a problem. Sometimes that's enough, actually. And you might find that just actually settles things. Sometimes you can look a little deeper into it. And if it feels like it is a problem if I don't know where to put my attention, it feels like it's a problem if I don't know where to orient, or sometimes it feels like a problem that the thoughts are actually coming, in one sense, they're coming so quickly and just fleeting so quickly, you don't know which ones to grab onto or how to even grab onto them. You can't even pay attention to the thoughts anymore in a way because they're just kind of random. And there can be a belief that says I have to be able to pay attention to my thoughts. I have to pay attention to what's going on in my mental landscape. But if any of those beliefs are there, you can inquire. If that first approach doesn't really settle things, you could inquire into what do I think would happen if I didn't know where to put my attention. What do I think could happen? Is there a danger to that? Does it make me feel unsafe? Does it make me feel confused? Am I uncomfortable with confusion, perhaps? Or is there something earlier in my life, maybe even back to childhood or in my adult life, where I taught myself that for my own either safety or my own comfort, I've taught myself to always know where to put my focus. If I can put my focus somewhere, then what? I can avoid something, maybe avoid a feeling, or avoid disassociating, or avoid confusion, something like that. So sometimes you can explore a little bit deeper into why that belief feels so real.